Namaskar doston, welcome you all at Tathastu-ICS. Today is the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi ji and Lal Bahadur Shastri ji. Not only India, but whole world is celebrating this day. On this occasion, we all will discuss about the relevance of Mahatma Gandhi ji and Lal Bahadur Shastri ji. In this discussion, we have the panel member, the faculty of Tathastu-ICS, Rohit Narang sir, Khushbu ma'am, and Meenakshi ma'am. Ma'am, I want to know that what ideas, the inspirations makes the Gandhiji Mahatma Gandhiji. What was the ideas behind that?
So, hello everyone. We are talking about Mahatma Gandhi, and there are a lot of incidents we have heard about Mahatma Gandhi that makes him a great leader, a popular leader among the masses. So, if we talk about the title, which sir has asked, what makes him Mahatma? So, this title Mahatma was given to him by Rabindranath Tagore. In his letters, he used to write Mahatma for Mahatma Gandhi ji. And if we talk about certain incidents, see, Gandhiji used to live a very ascetic lifestyle, right? Simple living, high thinking. That was his motto. That was something he believed in, and he lived it throughout. He used to wear simple clothes. He used to wear dhoti. Why he used to wear dhoti? To connect with the masses. We know that there was a lot of poverty at that time, and to connect with the masses, to feel what they are facing, he used to wear this dhoti. And if we talk about why he was called Mahatma, so we all have heard about Champaran Satyagraha. So Mahatma Gandhi himself, in his autobiography, has written that he has never heard about this place, but on the insistence of a peasant who goes by the name Rajkumar Shukla, he went to that place. He understood the grievances of the peasant over there, and it was his first satyagraha in India as well. So that makes him a great personality, because before that we have many freedom leaders, very freedom and popular leaders who were revolting against the Britishers. But a peasant, Rajkumar Shukla, who have heard a lot about Mahatma Gandhi, he approached him, and on his insistence only he visited there. That is what makes him different from other leaders. There were many other incidences as well. He has worked a lot in the field of untouchability. So we have heard about untouchables. They used to live a different lifestyle. They were ousted from the villages. They had their own set of rules which were framed for them, which they have to follow, right? But he called them Harijan, Harikejan, and they worked a lot. He contributed a significant portion of his life in their service. So that is something what makes him a different leader, a popular leader, and a Mahatma. So any additions if you want?
Thank you, ma'am. आज हम लोग उनके बारे में बहुत कुछ जान रहे हैं, जानने का प्रयास भी कर रहे हैं कि महात्मा, और उनको महात्मा जो उनकी उपाधि है पूरे भारत ही नहीं अपितु पूरे विश्व ने उसको स्वीकार किया. होल वर्ल्ड एक्सेप्टेड दैट टाइटल. सर, आई वांट टू नो दैट what are the relevances of the principles, ideas of Gandhiji in today's India and globally? What are the relevances in politics, in economics, in socially, in different international affairs? What are the relevances of Gandhiji today? Please give your insights.
Okay, sir. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak about the relevance of Gandhiji. Okay. So basically, I am going to talk about the two ideas. First one is Sarvodaya, and the second is principle of non-violence. So if I talk about the principle of Sarvodaya, if I may take an example of a report by Oxfam inequality report, like 10% of the institutions are controlling 90% of the resources. The major institutions of the world, like World Bank, then we have UNO, WTO, every kind of institution is being cornered by the West. Like West is dominating every scenario. Their offices are in New York, Geneva, Europe and Western countries, but their field of work is Africa and Asia. So basically these third world countries don't have any kind of say. in the working of these organizations. If we talk about the big corporates, they are making huge chunks of profit, and they are not distributing any kind of profit with the lower state of the society. They are polluting the environment, they are using the natural resources of the world, but what are they contributing to the development of the lower people? Nothing. Now seriously, if the world is being run by the people who are politically, socially and economically dominant, they are elite in their society, they are having some kind of clout in their world. So basically, if the principle of Sarvodaya works, and Sarvodaya tells us like the equal opportunities should be provided for all, the profit should be distributed among all. So this philosophy would be very much relevant in the current times, so that the life of a common man can be made happy. Now coming to the second principle, which was of non-violence, we can see there are too many non-traditional threats to the like survival of the humankind. We are being struggled with terrorism, we have piracy issues, we have climate change, then we have issues of what should I say, communalism, then radicalization is there. So these kind of issue needs to be dealt with an eye of non-violence. You know, there have been too many quotations by the Gandhi which talks about being peaceful and being kind to the humankind. So if these two principles are applied in the world in the real sense, that surely we would be having a utopian kind of existence for all of the humanity. So this is the thing I wanted to talk about.
Sir, these days, whole world is facing one problem. Whatever we have seen from the past 1 years, 2 years, that Russia-Ukraine war, Gandhiji always opposing the war. He was not in the support of that. So even our foreign policy is not in the support of the war. We want peace. If we want to apply certain Gandhi principles, what principles, sir, you want to suggest to apply in the cases of Russia-Ukraine war, so that we can maintain the peace, we can maintain the global order of peace? What principles of Gandhiji can be applied there?
Okay, sir, the foremost principle of Mahatma Gandhi which we can apply here are the process of peaceful deliberations and negotiations. We have seen in Ahmedabad mill strike, then we have Champaran Satyagraha, then Kheda issues were there. What was the common thing in all of them? It was a peaceful deliberation. So if the global institutions of the world like UN Security Council and other kind of institutions come together and bring these countries on stake and have a peaceful deliberation among them, then I seriously think the menace of war can be seriously avoided. So these principles should be applied in will and spirit.
Thank you, sir. Thanks
Sure,
a lot.
thank you.
Ma'am, whenever we talk about Gandhiji, sir has also discussed about the various principles which are internationally accepted in various order. Either it can be political order, economical order, international, bilateral, unilateral, multilateral order. We are accepting Gandhi principles. Ma'am, these days we are observing that in the life of youth, there are a lot of degradation of the values, moralities.
Yes.
Ma'am, the Gandhiji always talk about the values, moralities, principles. From our childhood days also we listen about the ahimsa paramo dharma, satya, ekta, integrity, unity. Ma'am, how we can apply, what are the principles our youth can apply in their life from the life of Gandhiji? Ma'am, please suggest us.
Thank you, sir, for asking this question, because nowadays students are very much like showbazi ज़्यादा and पढ़ाई लिखाई थोड़ी कम. So just like ma'am said, simple living, high thinking, this was the policy of Mahatma Gandhi ji. So first of all, when it comes to the student life, students must apply this thing, because in order to become successful, first of all, you are supposed to focus on something. So if your dream is to become an army officer or IS officer or whatever path you are choosing, first of all select that, right? And apart from that, be really very ये जो word है वो हम बहुत ज़्यादा सुनते हैं, that is perseverance. That is very much important, and this is something which Gandhi ji, he actually teaches us in a really very great way. Like, no matter what happened, no matter what, he always stick to this thing कि हमको आज़ादी चाहिए and with non-violence, क्योंकि उन्होंने ये चीज़ अपनी बात जो है वो बिल्कुल नहीं छोड़ी. So you are supposed to stick like that only. Whatever is your goal, stick to that, and apart from that, how you will be doing, the perseverance is there, and apart from that, the discipline is also there. There is one story associated with Gandhi ji only. So there was a lady, I'll speak that in Hindi only. वो जो लेडी है वो अपने बच्चे के साथ आई थी गांधी जी के पास. उन्होंने कहा कि गांधी जी देखिए तो महात्मा जी ये जो मेरा बच्चा है ना बहुत ज़्यादा चीनी खाता है. तो गांधी जी बोले कि ठीक है, आप जो है 1 हफ्ते बाद मेरे पास आना. 1 हफ्ते बाद वो लेडी फिर अपने बच्चे को लेकर के गई. तो उन्होंने कहा कि फिर अपने उन बच्चे को जो है गांधी जी ने समझाया कि बेटा चीनी खाना अच्छी बात नहीं होती है, उससे सेहत ख़राब हो जाएगी. तो उन्होंने बहुत प्यार से और भी चीज़ें बोल करके समझाएं. तो बच्चे की माँ ने कहा कि गांधी जी आप तो ये बात 1 हफ्ते पहले भी कह सकते थे, तो आपने अभी क्यों बोला यही सेम चीज़. तो गांधी जी बोले कि 1 हफ्ते पहले तो मुझे खुद ही चीनी की लत थी, तो मैं कैसे किसी और को जो है मैं ज्ञान दे सकता हूँ जब तक मैं ही उस बात पे जो है वो फॉलो ना करूँ. ओके, सो टू बिकम अ लीडर इट्स नॉट दैट ईजी, बिल्कुल ईजी नहीं है. हाँ जी सर, आपका क्या कहना है? सो बिकमिंग अ लीडर इज़ नॉट दैट ईजी, बट और आप अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट गांधी जी से ये भी चीज़ सीखने को मिलता है, लाइक before him there was no such leader who could actually lead so much of masses with that much of togetherness, but he was the first one to do that, and you people are also supposed to become that one, right? कि सबका ध्यान रखना है, सर्वोदया like sir said, and उसके साथ जो है सबको आगे बढ़ाना है, and I hope मेरे बच्चे जो हैं वो वैसा ही करेंगे, right?
Ma'am, you are always connected with the issues of youth, and also the students are always motivated by your inspirations. Ma'am, few days back we have listened very unfortunate news regarding many youths suicide themselves in the quota. Ma'am, for youth and the Gandhiji ideas, what principles we should propagate in the society in order to reduce the stress level of the youth by the principles of Gandhiji? How Gandhiji see the youth? What visions of Gandhiji as per the youth? What visions he had envisioned for himself, for the youth? Ma'am, please share your experience regarding that.
Yeah, sure, sir. What the first thing which is coming into my mind is that he was very spiritual. So whenever you find that whenever you see that you are at something जो कि बहुत ज़्यादा difficult हो रहा है situation and you are not having someone to talk to, then you can talk to your loved one or the God. Just go there and cry out whatever you feel like. Or I always tell this thing to my students also, sir, कि जब भी आपको ऐसा लगे कि अपनी secrets किसी को बता नहीं सकते, what to do, so go in front of the person. एक तो कोई वैसा ट्रस्टवर्दी हो तो हो, अदरवाइज गो टू द गॉड, गो ओवर देयर एंड क्राई आउट. आफ्टर दैट यू विल डेफिनेटली फील वेरी लाइट, राइट? एंड वन मोर थिंग, प्लीज डू नॉट गेट वेरी मच स्ट्रेस्ड, because when it comes to Gandhiji, he was way more stressed than us to get the independence.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? That was the thing which you can learn from our leaders. It's so, and one more thing which I feel that nowadays as we started simple living, high thinking, students are not into that, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
They are not into that.
Yes.
So that is also putting a kind of pressure on that. If you are not able to crack any exam, doesn't mean that this is just the end. हमेशा कहते हैं ना कि एक दरवाज़ा बंद होता है तो भगवान 4 खोल भी देता है. So you should keep your eyes open. And I guess yes, sir also wants to say.
Sir, please.
One thing I want to add, like the opposite of the simple living and high thinking has been happening. The society, particularly the younger ones, have been like into the like pursuance of a materialistic world. Like they need Levi's jeans, they need Nike shoes, iPhones. So what is this? This is basically a like some kind of materialism they are being into. They don't care about the simplicities of the life. So I think they should approach to the methods given by the Gandhiji, so they could live a happy, a content life. So I think these are the principles they should very much follow, and this would also give them a stress-free life, a life worth experiencing, a life worth living. So I think they should focus on that.
Yes, sir, sure. Thanks a lot, ma'am and sir. Being simple doesn't mean simple. आप सादा जीवन जी रहे हैं इसका मतलब आप साधारण नहीं हैं. साधारण जीवन और एक महान जीवन, ये आपके पहनावे से, ये आप कहाँ रहते हैं, क्या करते हैं, इससे तय नहीं होता है मैम.
अब आप कितना भी हाई क्लास तरीके से ड्रेसअप हो जाओ, लेकिन जैसे ही आप बोलना शुरू करते हो तो पता चल जाता है कि व्हाट यू आर, राइट. सो दिस इज़ द थिंग विच यू नीड टू नो, राइट. बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग आपने देखे होंगे जो कि बहुत ही सिंपल रहते हैं, बट यू विल सी दैट दे आर रियली वेरी रिच, बट उस चीज़ को शो ऑफ नहीं करते हैं. ओके, देयर इज़ नथिंग टू शो ऑफ, कोई शो ऑफ. हाँ, यस.
Various examples we
There
have.
are so many examples. Infosys founder, you can see.
One example, ma'am. The CEO of a famous company, Steve Jobs, he used to have only a single pair of slippers.
Yes.
Yeah, single pair of slippers. And you can see Mark Zuckerberg always running around a single pair of grey t-shirts. So
Yes.
these are the people living with
Stay
a single
hungry,
pair
stay
of
foolish.
t-shirts and
It is like you are not actually wasting your time. आज क्या पहनूं?
deciding what to do.
हाँ, कल
Yes.
क्या पहनना है? So you are not wasting your time in that.
Focusing more on rather than what to show. आई मीन हम पूरा डिस्कशन यही कर रहे हैं सिंपल लिविंग हाई थिंकिंग का, और जैसे भी सर ने भी कोट किया कि रादर देन हम ये सब करें कि क्या पहनना है, क्या करना है, यू शुड फोकस ऑन, जो मैम ने अभी डिस्कस किया था, फोकस ऑन योर गोल, फोकस ऑन व्हाट टू डू. दिस आई थिंक्स मेक्स अ डिफरेंस.
बिल्कुल मैम. इसी सिंप्लिसिटी से मैम एक महान पर्सनैलिटी याद आते हैं. आज उनका भी बर्थ एनिवर्सरी है, लाल बहादुर शास्त्री जी. वो इतने साधारण थे, इतने साधारण थे. He was so simple that nobody can explain that.
I really admire him, sir.
और उनकी सिंप्लिसिटी का ही प्रभाव है कि जब भी हम पॉलिटिक्स में ट्रांसपेरेंसी की बात करते हैं, इंटीग्रिटी की बात करते हैं, अकाउंटेबिलिटी की बात करते हैं, तो लाल बहादुर शास्त्री जी का एग्जाम्पल सबसे पहले दिया जाता है. तो मैम, मैं आपसे जानना चाहूँगा, आई वॉन्ट टू नो फ्रॉम यू that in the post-independence India, what was the contribution of Lal Bahadur Shastri ji which makes remarkable? What was that impact that still we are remembering, that this was the remarkable impact given by the Lal Bahadur Shastri ji?
तो अभी हमने वैसे सिंपल लिविंग हाई थिंकिंग की बात की थी, उसे हम यूजुअली महात्मा गांधी जी के साथ एसोसिएट करते हैं, और हमने बहुत सारी अभी की फेमस पर्सनैलिटीज़ को कोट किया कि मार्क जकरबर्ग या स्टीव जॉब्स जो है वो पहन रहे हैं. लेकिन अगर हम यहाँ पर चाहें तो हम लाल बहादुर शास्त्री जी को भी बोल सकते हैं. वो भी उसी फिलॉसफी पे थे, सिंपल लिविंग हाई थिंकिंग. और पोस्ट इंडिपेंडेंस एरा की सर आपने बात की है, तो जिस वक्त फूड शॉर्टेज थी, फूड प्रोडक्शन में उनका कंट्रीब्यूशन रहा. ठीक है, जब ब्रिटिशर्स गए थे तब तो अलग चीज़ें थी, बट उसके बाद किस तरीके से लाल बहादुर शास्त्री जी ने जो है फूड प्रोडक्शन हो, वाइट रेवोल्यूशन में हो, सब में उन्होंने जो है अपना कंट्रीब्यूशन दिया.
थैंक यू मैम. सर, एज मैम सेड, लाल बहादुर शास्त्री जी, he has worked a lot in the implementation of green revolution. We have the food shortage after independence. He has also played a great role in the implementation of white revolution in our country. Sir, nowadays, in these days, can you see that in the politics, are we following the principles of Lal Bahadur Shastri ji? Or if we are following, please give some examples, sir.
Sure, sir. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. First of all, if we talk about the era of 1960s and 70s, so there was a huge import of wheat known by the name of PL 480.
Yes.
Whose quality was not even edible for the pigs and these animals. and this was being imported into India. So from being a net importer of the food grains, we are now among the one of the largest producers of the food in the world. We are number one in rice, we are number one in wheat, we are like second or third in the production of sugarcane. So in almost all the aspects we are either number one, either number two. So now if we compare the examples, there was an era which was particularly relevant for import substitution. Now we are being export oriented, so we are now being a one step ahead. Now we are having schemes like Atmanirbhar Bharat, then we have Make in India, then we have Skill Up India. So these are aligned with the vision of the Lal Bahadur Shastri, and actually these are one step ahead of that vision. So India is exporting all the Indian made products to the rest of the world. So this is the impact that these kind of leaders have made on the current and the future Indian society.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now we have different challenges. Now we are also taking the challenges in different ways. Now the economical conditions, political situation of our country is very strong. In that scenario, we are taking the robust steps to move India forward by the different initiatives as you mentioned, sir. Ma'am, recently we have heard one unfortunate news that Dr. M.S. Swaminathan ji is not with us. Ma'am, the contribution of M.S. Swaminathan ji, there is a lot of contributions. Without his contributions, as sir mentioned, that ship to mouth PL 480, then he has a lot of contributions in the Mexican wheat to implement, and in the Punjab, the starting of the Green Revolution. Ma'am, how can you say that? He was a scientist, agricultural scientist. He was from the research and development think tank. And Lal Bahadur Shastri ji, he was from the political background. Ma'am, how? What vision the Lal Bahadur Shastri draws for the present political system, that there should be the collaboration of the research and development and the politics to move India forward? How, ma'am, how it can be possible?
I would like to say two things before coming on this question. First is that as in the previous one when we were discussing Mahatma Gandhi ji, I told you कि जब एक दरवाज़ा बंद होता है तो बाकी दरवाजे जो हैं वो खुले रहते हैं. When it comes to Swaminathan ji, he aspired to become a civil servant.
Yes.
He wanted to become that. But later on, he discovered that he is very much interested in agriculture field. So he switched. So switching is not bad.
He became IPS also, ma'am. He left that job. Yes, ma'am, please.
Later on, he was like, my aim, my goal is to be that.
Yes.
I can actually deliver more in that.
Yes, ma'am.
I can become a better, I can give much more to the people through that. And what? Just imagine if he wouldn't become that. Agriculture में अगर उन्होंने research नहीं किया रहता, नहीं किए रहते, तो green revolution में जो इनका इतना ज़्यादा contribution था, तो उनका रिप्लेसमेंट कौन होता और क्या होता, राइट? यू कैन obviously imagine this thing, right? So this was the scene. And when it comes to the Lal Bahadur Shastri ji, he was very honest person. He was very, very honest person. When it comes to this thing, when he died, his wife, she was also following the same policy. They had actually took a कार, एक कार को उन्होंने लोन पे लिया हुआ था. उनकी डेथ होने के बाद उन्होंने अपने पेंशन से उसको भरा था. अगर वो चाहती तो वो चीज़ को नहीं कर सकती थी, बट शी डिड दैट. सो जो उनके पॉलिसी थी वही चीज़ उनकी वाइफ जो है वो भी फॉलो कर रही थी. तो जो इतनी ऑनेस्टी है आज के डेट में, सर पॉलिटिक्स में उतना नहीं मिलता है. एंड दैट इज़ वॉट वी नीड टू हैव. ही हैड गिवन दिस थिंग, द स्लोगन जय जवान जय किसान. The same thing needs to be done even now. There are a lot many kisan, there are a lot many farmers who are actually committing suicide. So if we started doing something, if we start doing something for the farmers in a right way कि उनको जो उस चीज़ की फ़ायदा actually में मिले, then definitely we can do that. What he said, Jai Jawan Jai Kisan, Jai Kisan can happen. And when it comes to this Kisan, We are always talking about food security issues. As sir pointed out, at that time, the kind of food which we actually was importing, that was not eatable, that was not edible at all. But because of this green revolution, because of M. Swaminathan ji, because of Shastri ji, this happened, that we have actually started exporting. Now we are one of the largest exporter also.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, so?
Yes. A lot of changes we have seen. Government is also working a lot for the advancement of farmers' condition. The introduction of the technology in the farmings. We have a lot of policies and schemes for the betterment of farmers' condition. Ma'am, in the last but not least, ma'am, what is your last message, today's message? We will discuss again. But ma'am, what is your message for today? That what youth should understand, and especially for an UPSC aspirant, civil service aspirant. For a civil service aspirant, what they should derive, what they should understand from the life of Gandhiji and Lal Bahadur Shastri ji. Please, ma'am, in the brief, please explain that.
Sure. Gandhi ji say, ma'am has already said, perseverance. We can derive it from them. Consistency. आपने civil servants की बात की है. What they need is consistency. That he started from Champaran Satyagrah, and it took him many years. 1947. It was a long period of time. So he fought with perseverance as well as consistency. And consistency से हमें इंडिपेंडेंस मिली, हमने रिजल्ट देखा. तो अगर आप भी कंसिस्टेंट रहें, परसिवरेंस उसी तरीके से लगे रहें, तो आपको भी जो है सक्सेस मिलेगी. वो हम देखते हैं. और बात की थी ऑनेस्टी की. लाल बहादुर शास्त्री जी से हम ऑनेस्टी सीखते हैं कि उसी प्रिपरेशन में अगर हम अपने साथ ऑनेस्ट रहें, अगर हम दूसरों को बता रहे हैं कि हमने इतना पढ़ लिया है लेकिन हम खुद के साथ ऑनेस्ट नहीं है, हमें पता है कि हमने उतना नहीं पढ़ा है, तो सक्सेस हमसे थोड़ा सा दूर चली जाती है. तो वहाँ से हम जो है ऑनेस्टी डिराइव कर सकते हैं कि हमें जो है अपनी प्रिपरेशन में, हम यहाँ सिविल सर्विसेज प्रिपरेशन की बात करें तो किस तरीके से हम ऑनेस्ट रह सकते हैं. ऑनेस्टी, कंसिस्टेंसी इज इक्वल टू सक्सेस.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Sir, I want to know from you that in the preparation of UPSC, sir, in very short, please, what are the importance of Gandhiji ideas and Lal Bahadur Shastri ideas as per the syllabus of UPSC? Please give in very short introduction, sir.
Okay, sir. In brief, I want to talk about the values and intentions. If the values given by by the Gandhian philosophy, like the value of honesty, the value of integrity, the value of corruption free, if these are implemented by the student in their academic system, surely they are going to get a success. Okay, and sir, finally, I want to conclude this debate with a particular word known as intention. If your intentions are good, no matter what, you will surely get the result.
Okay, sir.
It may get delayed, but surely you will get the result. So bring pure intentions and you will get the pure result.
Okay, thank you, sir. Ma'am, you are also teaching history. Gandhiji, we are studying about Gandhiji in history and Lal Bahadur Shastri ji in history also, and post-independence India also. As a teacher of history, ma'am, what is your last message? What is your message for the student? How they should approach Gandhiji and Lal Bahadur Shastri ji as a student of history? And as a teacher of history, what message you can give, ma'am? Please, in short, please give your message.
As a teacher of history, I would like to say to all my students कि काम ऐसा करो कि इतिहास में नाम हो जाए, लेकिन अच्छे तरीके से, so that कल को आपको भी लोग पढ़े. In the future, people will study you, about you, that who were you, how were you.
Thank you, ma'am. अब इस डिस्कशन को हम लोग समाप्त करेंगे. इससे पहले मैं आपको कहना चाहूँगा कि बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका, जो आप इस वीडियो को सुन रहे हैं. आपने बहुत कुछ इससे सीखा होगा. यूनाइटेड नेशन ने गांधी जी के बर्थ एनिवर्सरी को इंटरनेशनल ईयर ऑफ नॉन वायलेंस भी घोषित किया है. एंड सिंस 2017, I think we all are celebrating this. 2007 we are celebrating इंटरनेशनल ईयर ऑफ नॉन वायलेंस ऑन द बर्थ एनिवर्सरी ऑफ महात्मा गांधी जी। अब इस डिस्कशन को हम लोग लास्ट करेंगे। गांधी जी के जो गाया करते थे वो भजन जो नरसिंह मेहता जी ने लिखा था, वैष्णव जन तो तेने रे कहिए, पीर पराई जाने रे। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका। थैंक यू, थैंक्स अ लॉट।